This week on The Cone, we are talking about kittens with goopy eyes. I see this a lot. Should we talk about it? Let's see what we can shmoo.
And now, the vet who has the answers you need in a blink, Dr. Andy Roark.
A huge percentage of the itty-bitty kittens that I see have goopy, gross eyes. Sometimes they're squinting like it hurts. Sometimes the eye is caked shut with stuff. Sometimes there's just some redness and maybe a little bit of sort of snotty stuff. Regardless, this tends to freak people out, and that is understandable. But how concerned should we be? Let's talk about what you need to know. Kitten eye goop can be caused by a lot of different things. They may have this irritation because there's something stuck in their eye. They may have a scratch, called a corneal ulcer on their eye. They may have a problem with their third eyelid, which is the little thing right here. They may have a tear duct problem. They may have dry eye where they're not making enough tears. They may have pink eye, which is bacterial conjunctivitis. They may have uveitis, which is inflammation of the inner structures in the eye. There's a lot of different stuff that can cause this. In short, there's a lot of different causes for goopy eyes. Treatment for eye goop depends entirely on what's causing it. If a kitten has something stuck underneath their third eyelid and it's scratching the eye, then putting antibacterial drops in there, it's not going to do anything. Depending on what's going on, your vet may give you medications to treat dry eye, to fight off infections, to heal scratches, to flush out debris, to do whatever needs to be done. It 100% depends on what's going on. There are 3 things I want you to remember. Number 1, the eyes are really delicate, so not doing anything about goopy eyes, it may end up in permanent damage to the eye and even blindness. Number 2, eye injuries are really painful. They hurt. So if you think there might be a problem with the eyes, don't wait. Get in and get seen by the vet. If you've ever had a scratch on your eye, you know what I'm talking about. It really hurts. So don't wait. And 3, some medicines are great for some stuff, and they'll actually make other stuff worse. So medications that have a steroid in them might be really good for infections and calming down redness. However, if there's a scratch in the eye and you put steroids on it, it can get a lot worse, like big time problem worse. You know what you call something when you try to make it better and you actually make it worse? Irony. So just because you have a tube of stuff that you were once told to put into an eye, it doesn't mean that you should put it into an eye this time. Just know what you're jumping into before you start treating eyes. You can keep kitty eyes healthy by doing stuff like keeping your cat up to date on vaccines to avoid illness, by avoiding overcrowding situation where there's a bunch of cats together, or putting your little buddy in a position where he or she might end up in a fight. Cat scratches to the eye are nasty. Keep eyes goop free and don't let that dischargy stuff dry, because then it's hard to get off and it's painful and it gets in the way. Take care of that stuff with, I like to use cotton balls and like warm water. So just dipping cotton balls in warm water and using that to wipe around the eye. Start at the corner of the eyes and wipe outwards, and make sure that you're using different cotton balls for different eyes, because I don't want you to take an infection over here and move it over there. And finally, please do not use any over-the-counter eye stuff that you can find unless your vet has told you to do it. That stuff is scary and it can cause a lot of problems if it's not used in the right way. And that's our show. If you have a kitty cat that has had goopy eyes and has bounced back from it wonderfully, I love kitten pictures. I love hearing stories about kittens. Drop them in the comments below. You'll make everybody's day. If you had experiences with this, feel free to share down below for the greater knowledge of the community. And until next time, let's be the people that our pets deserve.